Hi everybody, welcome back. My previous video that I put up on my channel was all about how my makeup inventory is looking in the first quarter of the year. So comparing the numbers now compared to the very start of the year. So what I want to talk about in today's video are the makeup purchases that I've bought also in quarter one. Now, I've put myself on a replacement only no buy for all of 2024. What that means is that I'm only allowed to buy myself a bit of makeup if I have no backups within that category. So if I use up a mascara, if I have another mascara in my collection waiting to be used, then I can't go and buy a new one. But if I don't have any backups, then yes, I can go and buy myself a new one once I've used up that mascara. So where with my makeup inventory, I have my laptop in front of me, by the way, with my spreadsheet with everything to do with my makeup. Where my makeup inventory has multiples for most of the individual categories, that means that my purchases this year should be very, very low. And if you saw my makeup inventory video, my most recent video, you might have an idea of how many purchases I've made this year. So let's go through all of the purchases that I have made this year with regards to makeup. So quarter one, in January I didn't buy a single bit of makeup, so started off the year strong, started off the first month of 2024 with no makeup purchases. February I made a purchase. On the 9th of February I bought an Urban Decay all-nighter setting spray for £22.12. Now I had an Urban Decay all-nighter setting spray at the start of the year, but I finished it off at the end of January, on the 21st of January, and I went a couple of weeks without using a setting spray because I thought, do I really need one within my collection? Does it really do anything? Those couple of weeks I noticed a difference in my makeup. It wasn't lasting as long, my face got oily and kind of shiny a lot quicker. So I did replace it. I bought the exact same product because I love that setting spray. It's the best setting spray that I've tried, and if it's not broke, don't fix it. So I bought a replacement one for that. So February's purchase came to £22.12, and then in March, similar thing to January, I didn't buy a single bit of makeup. So my quarter one total came to £22.12, and that was just one product. So far this year I have stuck to my replacement only no buy. So in terms of all the makeup items that I have finished off this year, that is kind of where this video ends. But because that means that this video would be about a minute and a half long, what I thought would be good to kind of check on and to keep you guys updated on is this list on my phone of the further, 52 makeup items that I want to finish off in 2024 and how on track with those I am. So doing really well with not breaking that replacement only no buy. I'm finding it very easy, and I have been on a year-long no buy a couple of years ago. I think it was 2022 perhaps, or 23, no 22, I'm pretty sure it was 2022. That one I did struggle a little bit. I was tempted by items. I did break it a couple of times because I bought a couple of eyeshadow palettes that I really wanted, and they were at like 50 or 60% off, so it made financial sense to buy them when they are that cheap. But I think where I am at the moment, where I know that I want a small makeup collection. I don't want lots of categories. I don't want lots of products within each category as well. Because I'm so focused on that, I'm not tempted by anything, and I'm really enjoying like having lists like this on my phone, ticking them off when I've used them up, and just working through products and seeing that visible difference in my products as well. I'm really enjoying that. And where I do still have way more makeup than I need, I don't want to make the situation worse by breaking the no buy and bringing in makeup products that I just don't need. So I am kind of happy to say that I am finding it very easy, and I hope that I continue to find it easy throughout the rest of the year. But you know, sometimes all it takes is for one new item to be, you know, released into the market and everybody to have, you know, such interest and such hype around it, that makes you go, ooh, I'm tempted by that, but it hasn't happened yet. So I might do another video perhaps around ways to kind of stick to no buys. If you want to watch something like that, let me know and I'll do that. But let's go back to this list of the 52 makeup items that I want to finish off in 2024. So 52 in total. That's a really nice number. I didn't intend on coming up with 52 items. It just so happened that they equaled 52, which means that I would need to finish off on average one makeup item a week, or go monthly, 4 to 5. So in total, I've finished 14 and I've decluttered 2. So 16 items in total I've either decluttered or used up. So I have 36 items left to finish. So where I have finished off 14 makeup items, that means that I'm pretty much on track with the one a week sort of rough guide. So we are currently in week 15 of the year, so I am ever just slightly behind the one a week using items up. If we're going by total, so 14 used up and 2 decluttered, I'm a week ahead of schedule, so it balances itself out pretty nicely. But let's go through what these items are, which ones I've used up and which ones I've decluttered and which ones are left to use up. So there are 3 primers on the list. I've not used up or decluttered any of them. 2 of them are up here, so the Revolution Super Base and the Bobbi Brown Face Base, which I'm using as moisturisers now. And then I've got my Merit Primer out over here, which I will start to use as a primer. I've used up one of the 5 foundations that I want to use up this year. I'm working on 2 as part of my project pan. Those should be used up by halfway throughout the year. And I want to start using as well this mini one. I used some of it on holiday, but it's not the right shade match for me. I'll mix this in with the 2 that are in my project pan, and that one should be an easy one. That one should actually just be used up by the end of this month because there's like a week or 2 weeks left of it in total. And then I have another one that I will start to use in my project pan once those 3 are used up. So I should be on target for all 3 primers and all 5 foundations by the end of the year, but at the moment I've only used up 1. I want to use up my concealer. I'm very close to needing to take the stopper out of it. I don't have much product left in there. That will definitely be an empty. I've used up a corrector stick that I wanted to use up. I have a mini powder from Hourglass that I want to use up. That is in my project pan. I'm working on that. I've used up a setting spray. I've also used up 1 bronzer, 2 blushes and 1 highlighter that I wanted to use up. I said in my previous video that quite often the changes in my cheek part of my makeup inventory doesn't sort of see many changes at all, but since the start of the year I've used up 1 bronzer, 2 blushes and a highlighter, which I'm really pleased about. There's a further highlighter that I want to use up and a contour product. They're both in my project pan. I'm working on both of those. I'm also working on my V Face palette. That I've got really good progress with. I want to finish off my MAC paint pot. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Progress on that is really slow. If I don't use that up though, I will throw it away because it's years out of date. I don't remember buying it. I don't remember not having it in my collection. So I think I need to be done with it by the end of this year. I've then got 3 MAC single eyeshadows I want to use up. 2 of them are in my project pan. The other one I should probably put in my project pan sometime soon. This one might be tough. I might just get really good pans on all of them, but ideally I want to use them all up. Also want to use up my ABH palette. That one is in my Pan That Eyeshadow Palette Challenge, so I'm working on it. I'm focusing on that palette, and then I will start to incorporate my Revolution palette into that project as well. First item that I've decluttered was my Bobbi Brown eyeshadow stick. I decluttered that to my mum. The shades were too cool toned on me. I've then got 5 eyeliners that I want to finish off. I have 5 eyeliners in my inventory and I want to use all of them up. 2 I'm very close, a Papyrus eyeliner and a Kiko eyeliner. They're both in my project pan, and then I've got 3 by Victoria Beckham that I want to focus on. That one might also be tricky because those Victoria Beckham eyeliners, they're pretty long. There's a lot of product. The next 3 items are a little bit of a cheat item, I suppose. So my Yves Saint Laurent mascara I've used up. I was always going to use that one up because it was open and I throw mascaras away after 6 months. So that one was always going to be used up with. Same with the Bobbi Brown mascara. I need to throw that one away at the end of this month. That was another easy win. And then same thing with my Merit mascara. Once I've used up the Bobbi Brown, I'll use the Merit one. 6 months time will be October and I'll throw it away in October. So those ones were kind of cheeky, but I wanted to include everything. I wanted to look at everything in my collection. There are 4 Rhode lip tints that I want to use up. I'm very close to using up one of them. So far I use this basically every day, and then the other 3 I will start to focus on. I dip into all 3 of them fairly equally when I'm not using that one, that is. So they've all got some progress, some use, but they're not at the stage that this one's at. But it should hopefully still be doable. There are 3 lip liners on this list. One of them I've used up, my NYX Natural Lip Liner. The Jane Airedale Spice Lip Liners in my Project Pan. There's not much of that one left. And then there's also not much left of my House of Colour Lip Liner as well. Those 2 will be dead easy. Those are definite use up. 3 lipsticks. One that I have on at the moment is my House of Colour Autumn Nude lipstick. Not much of that left. That will be easy. And I then have 2 other House of Colour lipsticks I want to use up. Might not be able to use up both of them. I will try my hardest, but just being honest. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 products on the list that I've used up. Clinique Black Honey lipstick, 2 of the Hourglass Glossy Lip Balms, a Kiko lip gloss and a Bobbi Brown lip gloss, and then I've decluttered a mini Giorgio Armani lipstick to my mum. And then the last product on the list is another one I'm working on. It's in my Project Pan. It's a House of Colour liquid lipstick that I use as a blush. So that is how that list is looking. So yeah, 2 declutters, 14 products that I've used up, and there are 36 left to use, and I'm pretty much on track with the whole use up 1 product per week. I do feel like the progress is going to start to slow down a bit though. So things like the primers, the foundations, the eyeshadows, they're going to slow down the progress of this. But I have high hopes for using up most of the 52. Not sure if I'm going to be able to use up all of the 52. I would love to use up all of the 52, but I think I'm going to get to late 40s in terms of numbers. But yeah, I thought it would be a good idea to update you guys on this list, on those extra items that I want to use up this year that are outside of my planning to pan for 2024. And I think I'm going to do that for the next Q2 makeup purchases check-in video, because if I keep on track with the replacement only no buy, then there should also only be, say, 1 makeup item I buy in the Q2. So I think I will keep you guys updated with that list in that video as well. But thanks once again for watching. Hope you found it interesting. If you're also on some sort of no buy, low buy, please let me know how it's going for you as well. And like I say, if you want any videos relating to that, if you've got any ideas, please do let me know and I'll see what I can do in terms of making those videos for you. But thank you once again. Have a lovely rest of your day and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.